Welcome to the show and to our highlights package for Southland against Canterbury here in Oamaru. The first of two warm-up games for Southland against Otago, of course, next week their last in Balclutha. But for the moment, they're on the charge early in the piece as Braden Mitchell gets his hands on the ball and goes forward as we know he can. Jimmy Cowan starting at halfback gets the ball right. And John Hardy, great to see him fit and rearing to play. You see a little bit of splashed water up there. It's been very wet in North Otago the last few days. They've actually transferred this game to an adjacent ground to their main ground just because the drainage here just a wee bit better. And the Southland backs prospering on the better surface. But it's going to be one of those rare fixtures these days where the players play in mud. Although Alex Ryan, he plays at Woodlands, occasionally they get a bit sticky out there. But he's adapted well. Josh Hall offloaded. He was the second five today in the starting 15. Of course, everyone will get a go. Matt Saunders at centre. Cowan again. Mark Wells sees a gap, takes that try. So a great try in the 13th minute for Southland. So a tricky conversion, but it was missed. So 5-0. And you'll hear Kane McBride with the new instructions. The experimental laws being introduced into this game so the players get a chance to practice them. The word set replacing engage. We'll see if that makes a difference as time goes by. This time it's balls through the backs again. Southland are running with supreme confidence this afternoon. Tim Cornforth in particular joining in whenever he can. Gets back to his feet, wasn't held. Got the pass away to McKenzie. He too offloads and Hawani McDonald in. And that's just good support play by the number 8. So one of their options with Elliot Dixon injured for the moment. The conversion, a difficult one, but safe and true. So 7 more points for Southland. Sun coming and going this afternoon. The rain looks as like it will stay away. And more ball for Ryan. Saw him in good form for Woodlands latter in the piece of club rugby. And Hardy just hasn't had any football since that foot injury, but he's running freely today. That's the main thing. Ben Nally gets it within about a metre. They're pressing all the time. Canterbury have seen precious little ball today. And Cowan, oh, he feigns, and they'll be hard to stop from that close range, and they don't. So Cowan with yet another try for Southland. A simple enough conversion for McKenzie, and he makes it so. 3 tries in that first half, made it 19-0 at half-time, and we're just at the beginning of the second half, within a couple of minutes. And Southland want to continue with the flow that they enjoyed for the first 40. And Saunders takes it up and absorbs some of the defenders. The kick from McKenzie is quite deep. Monaghan to clear for Canterbury. Hardly mentioned a Cantabrian's name so far. They've just been tackling the hearts out. And not that effectively either. Here's Cornforth with another run. Beats 1, beats 2, and looks to beat a third and does so. It's going to take some good defence to bring him down. And eventually it was Jed Brown that got across, but it's not going to stop the move because Michael Peterson's in at the corner. Saunders the link man. Another try to Southland. So if you believe in the first try after half-time being decisive factor in the match, there's 7 points right there and then. So no chance of buttoning off for Southland. They're continuing the pressure. 26-0. A very rare scoreline, I suggest, between these two teams, although this is not a first-class fixture. Is there a break this time? It is for Canterbury at last. Schrader's made his way through, and Vianu, also a player coming back from long-term injury. No matter who you support, good to see those Highlanders running freely. This is Jordan Highland. At last, the Canterbury backs are getting something to play with. Just been on the back foot all afternoon. This is one time the highlights package does reflect the flow of the game. Southland with all the ball in the attack. This is Canterbury's first genuine chance with multiple phases. And they'll also look for width. Good cover tackle though by Jason Rutledge. Some of the big names, big established names anyway in the Stag squad coming on. Mark Wells does the tidy up work. That Canterbury attack has been thwarted. Should be a reasonably easy clearance kick for Scott Cowan. He's replaced his brother. As I said before, not a first-class game, so it doesn't count towards Jimmy Cowan's 100, but next week will. As this goes into touch, but it's a quick throw-in. Again, Schrader gets a run, and he has looked the most dangerous of the backs so far. McDonald with the tackle. Oh, the ball's freed and it's popped into the arms of Junior Nalawafi, and he will not be caught from that head start. Good pace down the touchline, no chance for the cover tackler. I think that was Reese Llewellyn that come across. Couldn't stop the flying Southlander. So lots of pace in the Southland team talked about this year. And we're seeing a demonstration of that with 31 points. Many of whom either scored by the backs or set up by them. Getting quality ball from the front 8. This is good protection. Chance for Cornforth, who's looked good. Matt Gandy. Well, there's a break that we've seen often for Marist and for the Southland Sevens team. He's made another today just to further his cause for selection. To a party. Pass back, not good, but the penalty from Vinnie Munro. And if you're wondering why it's a different referee, they've done a half each to also him and Kane McBride, so they can get used to the new laws. No time to go through them all here, but you've seen a couple of them. Quick release from the ruck. They've got 5 seconds to use it. And they used it well to Southland. They used it straight away, and that try will go the way of Aston Talaya. So the new guys getting on the scoreboard, that's great for their confidence. And the kick is a good one, and the lead is extended further. So we're into the last few minutes of the match. You can see Josh Beckwith on there, not wearing his headgear today, but clearly he. And that is also apparently Rutledge. Never ceases to work hard no matter the occasion. Even this is a pre-season match. It's experienced guys playing an important part. Kicking Julber getting a here. Good catch by Scott Eade. Very careful, measured game today, Eade. But it's McKenzie who kicks deep once more to Lucivianu. No options there without single player in support. Really, they're just filling in some time now, Canterbury, facing the fact they haven't scored a single point. It surely is a rarity in this clash. They did lose to Tasman recently, so not a great build-up for Canterbury. And certainly a great one for Southland. They emerged the victors here in Oamaru. It turned out to be quite a pleasant day for football, pre-season football. 38-0, the Stags over Canterbury. We're back next week with the game against Otago.